Hello?
Hey, is this Bez?
Who's this?
It's Strasser. Strasser here, online business coach, professional life coach. 99% of entrepreneurs suck at networking. So in this video, I'm gonna take you to a networking event and I'm gonna not suck at networking. So I got this community of life coaches, and just last week we did a training call on how to be efficient with networking. That if you're gonna go to an event, you don't just go and you're passive, and you gotta like make the most out of it for it to be helpful.
Right.
Yep. So what I'd like to do is come and then be efficient, meet people. And I actually watched how you guys do it. I saw some of the recording of yours on Facebook. And then I'd like to record me going to it. So could I have your permission to do that?
It's public for anybody.
All right, so what I'm doing with the host of the networking event is creating an agreement. It's so important. In life and in business, you can either have expectations or agreements. Expectations lead to problems. Agreements lead to clarity and just smooth experiences, right? So if I want to come to the event and I want to record, like seriously record, because my wife's there with a GoPro and another camera and we're getting me recording and stuff, then I need to ask the guy, hey, can I come to your event and record? And then I'm going to do this at the event. You'll see. All right, so we're heading to the networking event. We just left my office. My office is on the north end of Main Street in our quaint little downtown area. My wife, Natalie's filming. The purpose of this video is to be efficient at a networking event, which means make the most out of it. Most people go to networking events, they completely waste their time. It becomes a way for them to not do what they need to do. In fact, if you're not making money in your business, it simply means you're not doing the things that generate money. You're doing everything else, and that's the big challenge for entrepreneurs. Big thing about this video is I'm completely unprepared. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and I think that's what's going to make it most valuable. Hopefully, we'll see. Natalie's kind of smiling right now. Yeah, okay. Work it, yeah.
So what are we doing today, and what's coming to your mind?
Yeah, well, here's what's coming to mind. So I want to be efficient. So that means, I don't have any business cards, by the way. A business card mostly is just handing somebody that they're going to throw away. And when I've given business cards out in the past, I've literally thought in my mind as I hand them out, can you throw this away for me? Because that's what's going to happen, right? Now, in your business, Natalie, a little bit different. In life coaching, though, gosh, it's so passive. So what I want to do today is I want to get connected to every single person at this event, which probably means pulling out my phone, connecting with them on Facebook, becoming friends with them, recording that as far as taking note, maybe a screenshot of this person I've just friend requested or I've just become friends with, and then committing and telling them, hey, I'll reach out to you this week, right? So that's the work. The work is going to be that I'm going to have to reach back out to these people and create a real contact. Thanks. I'm John Strasser. I run a business called Insight Coaching Community. We offer online life coach training programs. We exist completely online. We live here in Clayton, but we don't necessarily do business in Clayton. And we've got a huge community of coaches who are in our different trainings. And I'm here to network, to experience this, but also to make a video to show the people who I coach and mentor how to be efficient in networking, which is to make the most out of the experience rather than passively be here, leave, and not really get much from it. So I'm looking to connect with all of you in some capacity. And then if there's anything that I could offer, it could be at some point a gifted business workshop that would help you see who you really are and determine the actions that you need to take in order to move the business forward, actions that you probably aren't taking or aren't taking enough of. Thanks for letting me be here. Hey, good stuff there, boy. I created some agreements with that. So the first thing I did that's valuable is I didn't prepare. If I had prepared for my introduction when it's my turn to share, boy, I would have gotten in my head. I would have wasted a lot of time. I would have disrupted the natural ability for my intuition and what I already have within me to flow and to speak in that way. And, when you're new, it's not easy to speak in that way and introduce yourself without preparing. The only way you're going to get better is to do it. So I highly recommend you not prepare. Just go for it. I also mentioned that, hey, I'm here to network and I'm also here to record a video. So what I'm saying to the entire room is, hey, I'm recording a video. So I let them know that's an agreement, right? Rather than having the expectation that they're going to be fine with it. If they're not, there's probably not a lot they could do. And if they really wanted to do something about it, they could say, hey, listen, I don't want to be in your video. Not many people really are. And then I let them know as well that I would be willing to do some kind of workshop or presentation. Interestingly, that turned into one of them asking me if I could be a speaker at that networking event coming up. So really, really cool opportunity just to say to everybody, like, this is who I am. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm doing. All right, so I identified a couple of attendees who I think would really benefit from me helping them. I got an idea while I was at the event that I want to put together a workshop here in my office on the other end of downtown, right, from where this networking event happens. And I want to invite some local entrepreneurs who would benefit. It would be a gifted experience, something fun, something for me to get some live people into my cave, teal colored, strange, like, what is this place this guy's at, right? It's like I'm in this dungeon. In fact, this office, I'll take you for a tour of this office coming up, not in this video, but in a subsequent video. This office had 2 windows overlooking the mountains, and I had them sealed in so that I could control the light. That's why the light looks the way that it looks. I'm here to connect with people and I have an idea. Okay, got a little networking done. So now I got to hustle because this guy that spoke his talk, I think it went a little bit long. I think normally they've got more time for everybody to network and connect, but there's really no time. In fact, we're past when the meeting is scheduled to end. So I'm like in a hurry. I'm like, I'm going to get some people, get some context, get connected. I'm about to get an opportunity to speak at this event. Although again, at this point, I didn't know that was going to happen. And I had thrown it out there that if there's anything I could offer, it would be me talking about, and I do want to say this too, I mentioned in my introduction to the group, entrepreneurs basically not doing what they know they need to be doing. That is one of the biggest challenges. So I'm throwing that out there, essentially, that this is how I help people, but it's not like in some kind of elevator pitch, tagline, John Strasser here, online business coach. I help online entrepreneurs do what they know they need to be doing, but they're not, by taking actions that are, it's just like that kind of stuff. I just don't think it works. I really haven't seen it work, except it works to keep the coach or the consultant or the online entrepreneur busy working on the elevator pitch. This week I'm going to perfect my elevator pitch, when they could be connecting with people. They could be actually getting out there and making a difference. Yeah, so just got done with the networking event. Really great guy that talked. Turns out he's a professor at the school that I'm coaching at. Great guy, did a great talk all about empowering youth and adults to share their voice. And he's got this global business. And all the while, as he was talking, I was loving what he was saying. So was everyone else. Afterwards, there was a Q&A. It went for quite a while. And I was very conscious, though, of how tempting it is to want to just get focused entirely on that, on what he shared, when I need to be focused on what I'm doing and what's going to generate revenue. That's the challenge with business owners and entrepreneurs especially, that we are solely responsible for taking the actions that are going to move the business forward. And then in what way am I putting myself in a position to be tempted to focus focus on something else. So when it ended, gosh, I had to hurry to try to connect with a few people that I could connect with, and I identified 2 ladies who actually just purchased this Mountain health food store down the way right here. To me, they were the ones that I saw in that place really wanted and needed help moving their business forward. So I invited them to attend a workshop that I'm gonna put on. I did so with a few other people, but gosh, time was limited. And so it was just a great experience of seeing how valuable that can be, how fun that can be. We enjoyed that, right, Natalie?
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
We loved it. I mean, we just loved it. It was nice to get out, and this is gonna end up being an hour and a half of prime time, morning time, when I'm the most awake, the most aware, the most motivated, where I could have been getting stuff done. So I've got to look at, is it worth it? I'm making this video this time, so it's worth it. Would it be worth it next time? Gosh, I'd have to make sure that I get connected with more people. And is that something I need to spend an hour and a half to do, or can I do that on my own? We'll see. Hey, thanks. Yeah, what a cool experience it was. It was just great to get out of my office, my wife kind of get out of the house as well, come with me and go and meet with some people. In fact, it was much, much better than I thought it would be. Generally, there would be no networking event that would be really valuable for me to take a couple of hours and go to. It's just not worth it in terms of how much can I move my business forward in that couple of hours by staying at my office and potentially reaching out to people directly, right? And so, I said this, I'll say it again. What's generally in the way for those of us, probably you watching this video, who want to make an impact in the world and want to impact your bank account in doing so, is that you're not doing what you need to be doing. You're spending most of your time doing everything else except what really matters. And in the online entrepreneur coaching consulting space, it's directly reaching out to people, creating a connection, building a rapport, and potentially serving people, like somehow making a direct difference in someone's life rather than circling around and doing all these other things. In fact, right now, me starting to create some content, this is 10 plus years in where I see the long-term value of doing this. And I've been up since very early this morning, and I've already done the real important work that's going to move my business forward in terms of directly reaching out, making offers, right? Connecting with people and just somehow making a difference so that somebody might want to give me or Insight Coaching Community, our organization, money. Look, they're looking at me.